From the
me.
board.
I
From the
apologize.
board.
Okay.
It wasn't clear.
Any additional questions from the board?
Could you say that out loud?
Say something.
Could you say that out loud so everybody can hear that? Since
Oh,
you're on the
the-
board? That the list is on the packet.
Well, that they're taking nominations from, here's a
Certain
list,
categories.
from leaders in the community.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I
it
know what
was-
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure that,
We met with, yeah.
I'm sure that everybody knows that all of this is in the board packet. But in case you don't, it is in the board packet, and the board packet is online.
Oh, yeah.
It's page 4 of the monthly report.
Thank you.
I see progress compared to last month. A lot of interesting things, especially this community advisory task force. And you know, let's keep the foot on the pedal and gather momentum on these initiatives. Any other comments?
Maybe I'm missing it. How often is the task force going to meet? I know it's got a limited duration, but how often will it meet?
We're thinking once a month, just
Okay.
because we don't want to, you know, I hate to say, overrun people who, you know, are busy lives, but
Yeah.
we're thinking once a month.
And will the meetings be open to the public?
Right now, yeah, I think we're gonna have them be open to the public. I think that's what we were talking to, the Northfield Village Manager about it, and she has successfully done these, and she recommended it as a way to connect with the community. So I definitely thought, yeah, let's do that.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, and I think it'd be good to have a mix, the mix of both Winnetka and Northfield folks, so we can talk about the different priorities and understand. I think that's good.
Right. Moving on. Discussion and vote on patio project.
Okay, the heated
and
sidewalk.
The heated sidewalk.
So we didn't get an official quote, we got,
So remind us,
yes.
you know,
so,
background. How much are we spending on the patio? What are we doing?
oh my goodness,
What have we approved? And
okay. We have approved to fund the patio project. We will be doing a patio outside of the Lloyd Room here in Winnetka. That patio project, I think, I'd have to look back at the last minutes.
is it in the minutes?
Thank you very much. So we're spending for the base bid $221,000. We approved to look at irrigation for $6,000. We did not approve the screen wall for the additional cost of $8,800, and we did approve the lighting. So in total, about just over $250,000. The thing that we did ask for an alternative cost was the heated paving. So they did give us an alternative cost right at this point. When they submitted it to us, it was $19,000. We asked them to look at it and maybe not do the patio, but just do the sidewalk. They came back at $14,999. And I will have to ask the board their thoughts on that, and that's where we are tonight.
What's the difference in square feet? Do you know?
I do not know the difference in square feet, but it's, to say it's like,
The cost reduction doesn't seem proportionate
No,
No.
that's why I'm
to
asking.
the
No,
square footage
and that's-
reduction.
yeah.
So there are some economies of scale.
I think there are economies of scale. I also think it's because most of the work is actually for the wiring and the molding that's going to go into the basement and that's going to connect.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from. So, you know, in the future, do we want to build on this to do it on the outside ramp? Yes, but do we want to do it on this side right now? Basically, and it is something that can't really, I've never seen it retroed, I've only seen it done new.
Do we have any idea what that would be to, you know, if we do the project as it is right now and then decide later that, you know, we actually do need this for safety purposes?
We would have to rip out the concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that
I would
be
say,
hot.
I would say, it wouldn't be 14, but it would definitely be like 10. It would be something, I mean, maybe not even 10. I would say it would be the economy of scale, because I don't know what the cost is for that, for the runs as far as electrical and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed to say the least, but, you know,
Yeah, I thought it would be about half.
yeah.
Have you done any additional analysis on savings in snow removal, labor, supplies, stuff like that?
It depends on how much, so we spend anywhere, we have budgeted, let me say, we have budgeted anywhere between, I think it's like $9,000 a year for snow removal, depending on how.
For the total library?
For the total library, yeah.
So, okay.
And so the idea that have we ever spent all of that, not in recent history, I think we've spent, I'd have to look, somewhere maybe around 8,000 at our most.
However,
So
you're
that's
not-
yearly.
You're not shoveling the patio now,
Correct.
so that isn't,
Well, this would only be the sidewalk outside, so
Oh,
we
okay.
did not do the pad. We asked them to take that out.
Sure. Does that include the parking lot and things like that? So really, if, we wouldn't be saving them, if somebody has to come and shovel or plow anyway.
We,
We're talking about a very
Yeah.
short
Mhm.
area that they would not be shoveling.
correct.
We're not gonna
So-
save much.
It's not gonna be tremendous amounts, no.
No,
We
this is-
spend about $200 per time they come out to do just the sidewalks.
So looking,
Some might say $50 or $75 to spend on shovel the front,
Yeah.
but they might have to do some touch-up anyway.
Right.
Right. I have a question though about, forgive me, I so rarely come from the street side. Are there steps there or is it just a straight?
There are steps there.
Okay, so that's not for people in a wheelchair, it's not a feasible entrance, but for people who have some difficulty with mobility, having the sidewalk reliably clear would be a benefit. And I'm just thinking in terms of accessibility. My biggest concern with having reliably clear and ice-free would be the wheelchair ramp, but I know that's not, part of this discussion. It's just, and I also know that, the best and most diligent snow clearing people cannot necessarily keep up with our weather at times.
Correct.
So
And
I
our-
think
and our
there's a benefit.
There is definitely benefit. I mean, I know our staff is very diligent about being out there even just to make sure they're salting, just because it's sleeting and they're not gonna come unless it's 2 inches. That's when they start rolling out the trucks. Trucks. So I think, there's benefit. I definitely think there's benefit. I do think, I would say this, I believe there is a benefit long-term, I believe there's a benefit, and if we're going to look at doing it in the front on the ramp, which I think we should definitely do, the system would be installed and it would be a matter of just putting it on the outside too, making it 360 on our facility. But that's where they came back with us.
Did we look into, I remember that there were 2 other points with respect to this. Anything having to do with the park district and any savings with respect to, not using
Third
kind of
party.
the toxicity essentially of the salt. And then the other question was with respect to the insurance, would there be any insurance savings by having this additional kind of security safety measure in?
Not until we finish the front.
Got it.
So that was a big part of it too. That is our entire, our grounds all together. And so
Would be
the
looked at as a totality.
Mhm.
All right.
One of the things I will say too is we are in the beautiful Midwest, and sometimes we get lucky with our snow removal and sometimes we don't.